Look at this. 3070 $499. Oh my god, reading the prices right here. $499. The 3070. Look at this. 3060 $329. These are the MSRP prices. And look at this. The 3050 $249. Now, I bet you if there was a 3040, it'd probably be right at $200. And you know what? The best I could do was pull up a 2070. There is no MSRP on nvidia site that I didn't see it. If there is, drop a comment down below. But this looks like a Founders Edition. 2070 Super, $699. Oh my god.
Damn!
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Builds. This is JJ right here. I kind of started something off a little bit differently. I started the video off a little bit differently because the reason is, and you know what, it's just pissing me off. It really is. Now it's time that I start getting upset like everybody else, ranting and raving. Maybe I'll start getting some views. No, just kidding. But the thing is this, you know, let me move this camera down again. I keep pulling, you know what? I need to get me another camera. That way you can get a top view, a bottom view, side view, front view. You know, I need to get me another camera. But that's in time. I can only work with what I got. And, you know, I was hoping that with the monetization of this channel, it would help start affording some equipment for it so I can make the channel a lot better and more constructive. So please, please, please subscribe. And if you will, please, please, please watch all my videos. I do beg you to watch my videos from top to bottom, side to back, you know, and leave your comments below because I try my best to answer all the comments that are put in the comment section every time, every day. I check them every day. And we do have a community support page as well. You can go right to the community and you can post on it, and you know, you can do many things there, but just no profanity. No nudity, no profanity. We keep it clean because we are a family-oriented channel. Just to let you know. But yeah, but let's get down to the brass tacks. The reason why in the beginning I showed you, and I'm going to bring it up. Okay, this. I'm just going to make a summation. Okay, I'm going to make a summation to y'all. I want y'all to understand this. The reason why I brought this up was this. Okay, remember I made a video that says, will the 4070 be $499? Well, look at the 3070. That's $499. How come the 4070 can't be $499? I guarantee this 3070's got more power than that 4070. See, that's the thing. Oh, but the thing is this. I'm just going to let y'all know this. Oh my God. nvidia started getting rid of they're discontinuing the 3090s, the 3080s, and some of the 3070s. You'll be lucky to find them used on eBay, or you'll be lucky to even find them on Newegg or Amazon. They're going to disappear really quick. So just to let you know, they're doing that to just get everybody to get in there and buy them out. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get everybody to spend their dollars on these three cards. But they don't want to tell everybody, hell, you know what? We got all these brand new cards too. Why don't you buy that too? They're trying to get you to spend all your money to buy older cards because they made it too high of a price for the newer cards for you to buy. Okay, this is the craziness that's going on. This is the craziness. Just to let you know that. I mean, it's serious. I mean, let's just get down to it, okay? It is stupid, it's crazy, and it's dumb. Okay? They're cutting their own hands. I'm just going to tell you, they're cutting their own necks at this. They're cutting their hands, their necks, and all of it to get everybody to buy a graphics card. Oh, and make sure you all got your soda and your popcorn. I told you it's going to be a good one. And guess what? Guess what day this is? This is the day we're going to do graphics card nightmares. Just to let you know with me, JJ. And this is where the nightmare begins. This is going to be a little long-winded video, just to let you know, so do stick around for it, because I'm going to be bringing it down to you and telling you what time it is. You know, I was up on eBay half of yesterday. I was on Amazon today, and I was on Newegg today, you know, earlier today, and I was checking out all the prices and stuff. Oh my goodness. You know what? If you look at my graphics card nightmare videos, you can see the price changes from the first video that I made all the way up to the 11th video that I've made. It shows you those prices are real-time prices when I posted it. Just to let you know, with graphics card nightmares, all the prices are today's prices, and those are all yesterday prices. So basically, I priced it out on that day, that price. So that way we can all go back to the beginning to see what the actual price was back 11 videos ago. And that was 11 weeks ago. Because I do graphics card nightmare once a week, every week. So just to let you know that I do it every week on Saturday. I post it on Saturday. It gets posted on Saturday, so you see it on Saturday. I record it. I turn around. I edited it. I take and I get ready, and I put it on that same day. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I was sitting there looking at all these prices, you know. I mean, I'm really feeling sorry for the consumer that's going through this right now. The one that wants to get a graphics card but can't get shit because they keep jacking it up. I'm mad right now. I'm telling you, I'm mad right now. I'm pissed. I'm pissed to the fact that they keep jacking it up, and up. They don't figure what the real people want. They got 1%. They get the 1% enthusiast, and they got 99% of the people that struggle to buy cards. Don't you wake up and realize the facts? I'm going to be honest with you. You know, right now, I don't have a graphics card. I'm going to be honest with you. I got absolutely no. I mean, here, let's do this. No graphics cards right now. I have nothing in graphics. Oh, you want a graphics card? Here, a 5450. There's a graphics card. It's a 1 gig graphics card right here. An ATI. 1 gig. That's the only graphics card I got. So, you know, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? The Ryzen 5 5600G puts this to shame. Why would I use this? I'm on an integrated graphics. I'm on an iGPU. I don't have a discrete graphics card. And that's sad. I record my videos, I play my games and everything else on a $100 processor. Has 4 gigs of RAM on it for the iGPU, 4 gigs of RAM, and Core, core wise, it's not that great, but it does my recording, it does my gaming, gives me it gives me good FPS. I'm not going to complain. Um, Content creating, it's not that great, but you know what? I'll be honest with you, it's not that bad neither. It does work for me because the way I got things set up, it works. It works well for me to do all these recordings and everything else with OBS. I got my camera that's right there in front of me, right here. That's connected on a USB right to my computer. This camera is directly connected to my computer, so my computer is taking the actual recordings as I'm talking. This is live going into my computer. Just to let you know that. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Let's go down through the pricing. We're going to go ahead and take and turn around and go up to Amazon. We're going to do a little Amazon shopping to see what we get in graphics cards. And you're all watching any mistakes that I make all the way from A to Z. So if I make any mistakes, you can point it out in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to laugh along with you. You know, just for say, we'll go ahead. Now, I want you all to tell me something. See this card right here? They got an RX 5500 4 gigabyte. Look what it says. GDDR6X. Do you know of any 5500s that are 4 gigabytes that are GDRX X 6X right there? And that's 64-bit. This card ain't but 64-bit. How can you get 6X on 64-bit? Who are you ripping? Ask them that question. Ask Amazon. Who the hell are you ripping? I mean, that right there, that's a fright. That's scary right there. Because it says it beats. Right here it says it beats the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, the 1650, and the RX 6400. Well, hell yeah, to beat them because they're all 64-bit buses, and they're all PCIe 3.0 too, and they're all X4. They're X4 instead of X16. So yeah, I'm sure it'll beat it. I mean, this card right here will probably be equal to the RX 6500 XT. That only has 4 lanes. And you're looking at nothing but a bunch of 4-lane cards. You might get 8 lanes if you're lucky with this one, but you know, that's pretty much it. You're not going to get much more than that. I mean, 4 to 8 lanes, you need 16 lanes for... Now, remember this. When you buy a graphics card, make sure it's got PCIe X16. Okay, do yourself a favor. Do not buy the X8 lanes or the X4 lanes. I mean, that running an X4 lane and try to game with it, it's like buying an X1 lane and trying to hear your music. Plugging in a sound card and trying to hear your music, which sound card sucks now these days. You know, unless they're built onto the motherboard and they're really good in what they do. Well, I'm lucky I got the sound card I did because it doesn't suck for some reason. And it's a B450 motherboard. I don't figure it. But anyway, you know, they got this one right here, a 3070 Ti that's, you know, GDDR6X. And that's 256-bit, but they want $700 for it. Going on, this right here, the 580, I wouldn't even attempt to buy it, and there's a reason why. Because it doesn't have anything that I need. What do I need? PCI Express 3.0. What do I need? GDDR5 for $119. If I was desperate for a card, maybe. I'm not that desperate right now, so I ain't buying it. Or the 3060 Twin Edge, which is supposed to be a fairly decent card. But look, they want $494 for a 3060. Okay, now let's go back and look at this. $329. Okay, let's go back to Amazon, $494. So what you do is you get your calculator out, if you got a calculator, and minus the price and see what it's actually worth. So what you do is you pull your calculator out and you say, okay, $494.99 minus, going over here, pull up your calculator again, minus $329, minus 329.00. So you're spending, one third more for that card at MSRP. You're paying one third higher. That's not a deal. I don't know what they're thinking, but that's not a deal. Not for $494. I can see it being marked up $50 or $60. I'll give them that. $50 or $60 times a million is $50 to $60 million. Now I can see them marking it up $50 or $60, from the MSRP, but marking it up that high, those coolers are not made of gold, so there's no way in hell I would pay that. $494. Get the frick out of here. Look at this, 3050, $269. A 3050, okay. MSRP is $249. Get your calculator out, clear it out, make sure you do. So you take a $249 and you minus that where was it? $269.99. So what we do is we pull up the calculator, we're at minus, to go $269.99. Okay, now $20 up from MSRP for the 3050. That is not bad. Especially when they had it marked down from $324.99. Okay, but they're not selling it. That's the thing. They're not really selling this. You don't have any of that other. This right here. When you buy it, this is used. This is a used price. So you're paying $20 up from MSRP for a refurbished. Okay? Refurbished. That's what this is. Refurbished. So this is PNY. So this is XLR8. So this is basically a refurbished card. And for 2560 CUDA processing cores at 128-bit, 224 gigabits a second, memory bandwidth, be honest with you, I would probably buy it. To be honest with you, I'd probably be buying it. For the simple fact, it's right there on the edge. I think it's right there on the edge, but for content creating and stuff, it might be okay. Don't quote me on it. Times have changed since the time they launched the 3050, but don't quote me on that. But the 3070, hell no. Look at this, $299 for the 3050. Okay, this looks more legit. Okay, this gives you PCIe 4, Torx fans. Okay, but that's MSI. You can go to eBay and get it for the same price. If you go to eBay right now, you can get this same card for the same price. That's ridiculous. I mean, $40 above MSRP. They should be selling this card right now with all the new cards they got below MSRP them. That's just crap. They got $329 for the 6700. This is the 3050. This is 6700. 3050 might be close to equal to that. But GT 730 PCIe 2.0 for $83, forget it. Why would I pay for a 4080 16 gigabyte $1,500 when the MSRP was supposed to be at $1,200? Okay, so I'm going to pay $300 more for this, and this is not worth it. Okay, a 2060 overclock, 6 gigabytes GDR6, 279. No. If that was 159, maybe. So, 1660 Ti, 284, forget it. $84, yes. That's just my opinion. 3060, like I told you, should not be over $200. I mean, this is, you got to remember, these cards are at least a year or more old. Okay, the prices after a year, these cards should be, half priced as it is. But they're not. They're not half pricing those. A 550, who's going to buy an RX 550? 4 gigabyte. You're not going to buy it because the 550 sucks. And you know it. Why would you buy it? It sucks. Okay? I told you I wasn't going to bring any negative videos to this channel, but I think, at this point in time, the way AMD, nvidia, and all the card manufacturers are screwing the public, I think I'm going to bring a little bit of light to it, I think. And you know what? The words I'm using right now will not demonetize this video. For the simple fact, it's the truth. I'm not using harsh words, I'm using factual words. So make sure that YouTube's got that straight. But going on down the road, I got a 730 4 gigabyte in my other computer, and it sucks. I would never ever buy those cards again. I need some water. My throat's getting dry from that. Not just water, soda, believe it or not, soda. Oh my God. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, the thing is this. I keep saying I'm going to be honest. I am honest with you. Just get it right. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you right now, I am putting myself into the shoes of the consumers. Okay, you all wonder why I haven't done any PC builds yet. No, I've done PC builds. In the beginning, I did old-time PCs. Okay, it's not new age or, any kind of style PCs. Look, when I start doing PC builds on this channel so you all can see that I am doing PCs, I got a PC right here that it's not my first. I've been doing PCs since 1986. Okay. Well, the thing is this. I've been dealing with AMD. I've been dealing with nvidia, ATI, and all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's get past it. It seems that nobody understands. And, when you try to bring this up to these big manufacturers, they're not seeing the point. They're not getting the point. The reason why they're not getting the point is because of this. Is because they're AIB partners. And I'm not knocking you AIB partners. I'm just giving you a point. You take and turn around and you get an MSRP of a product, and then you get NVIDIA or AMD, you know what they say? Well, you can name any price you want. And they're like, what? Come on. And they say, we thought you were going to take and, cut us right at the knees and say, well, we only can go up 10, 20%. No, now you want to go up 50% on above MSRP, 30, 40, 50%. What? Because your graphics card has 3 fans? What does the fan got to do with it? I got 6 fans in my damn rig right here, and that only cost $37, and I got a remote with it. You're telling me that you're gonna take and make me a graphics card that's gonna have 6 fans, that's gonna have a remote for cheaper? Come on, give me a break. I would love to see you do that. I would love to see you put 600, 120 mil fans in there. On a graphics card, I'd love to see you put 6 fans in there. Because that's about how bad these graphics cards are getting. They're getting so thick, so big, so ugly, you don't even want to put them into your PC anymore. Why do you think I don't put them into my PC? It is because of this. It's because they're so fat, groggy, and ugly, they have no RGB. You're selling a card for $700. $700. You can't even put RGB on the card. And the cards you do sell with RGB can't run half the speed to the ones that don't have RGB and run twice as fast. Does that make sense? No, you're just trying to screw the public. Let's get it straight. You all want to know what I'm mad about? I'm mad about because I had $200, and I told y'all in the last couple videos ago I had $200. I turned around and went and bought an RX 6500 XT, and it sucked. I'm sorry, AMD. I love your products when it comes to processors and, iGPUs, but when it comes to graphics cards, my friends, I'm kind of thinking I might have to run over there to nvidia, but I'm scared to go to nvidia because they got the prices jacked all to hell. You see, that's where you're leaving the consumer with the confusion. The confusion. Now we looked at what's going on Amazon. Let's go ahead and flick over. Let's flick over to Newegg. Let's just go over there to Newegg and see what we can see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull up Newegg, and we're going to pull up let's say graphics cards. This graphics card nightmares. You all gonna get the whole 900 yards here. The whole 900 yards. The whole 900 yards. Yep. Let's see. Show more. Show less. Let's see. Let's fix it up. Let's put free shipping. Lowest price in 30 days. And let's just go from there. Okay. So let's see. $299, $30.50. I was thinking about getting a 3050, but you all were telling me to get a 3070, a 3070 Ti. I was like, yeah, if I got $500-600, if I was gonna do that, I might as well go spend $799 and go get a 7900 XT. Come on. I mean, just looking at $300 right here is like half the price of a new card. Quarter of the price of a new card, let's say. But, $300. I told you I got $200 to spend, and that's what I'm going to be spending it with. They got, look, 6950 XT for $800. Why are you going to sell a card for $800 when you got the newest cards out for $799 and $899 or $899.99, whatever. But I mean, come on. I mean, it's obvious that that they're not wanting to they're wanting people with the money to come up front and say, buy my stuff. The cheapest cards are the kind of cards you don't even want to run for your system, like this one right here, the GT 1030. Who's going to run it? People that don't have money. That's the ones going to run that card because that's all they can get. is because they don't discontinue these old cards. They keep wanting to sell you more of these old cards, and they discontinue some of the latest updated cards instead of moving them down in price. Look, your 3090, your RTX 3090 should have been well below $500 by now. Your 3080 should have been well below $400 right now. Your 3070 should have been well below $300 right now. Your 3060 should have been well below $200 by now. And your 3050 should have definitely been below 150 bucks. You know, nvidia, you really need to think about your prices, because this is what the consumer wants. They want decent cards for a low price. Stop being cheap. And I'm going to tell you straight up. You know, I mean, right here, 500 bucks for a 3070. Who's going to pay it? I mean, not me. I'm not going to pay that. I mean, if they wanted me to start doing, you know, reviews on these cards, then they're going to start sending them. I'm not going to take and turn around and, you know, do reviews on cards that they're not paying me for it. I know it sounds bad for me to say that, but it's true. I mean, I spend 6 to 12 hours a day, every day, for 7 days a week on this computer, making videos, trying to give good reviews on their products, but I can't give a really good review on their products because I don't have their products. You know, that's the thing. All I can do is elaborate on what I hear about their products. But that's not the same as testing their products and, you know, putting it out there. This is what's on my, you know, charts. I've tested it like this, and boom, like the other reviewers do. But, you know, the other reviewers have been in here longer than I have, but I've been building since 86. So, you know, my fault is I should have got into the game 10 years ago. I'll be honest with you, I should have got on YouTube 10 years ago. But guess what? I didn't. I didn't get into the game because I felt that, you know, I didn't have enough time for it. But you know what? I have enough time now. And the reason why I have enough time now is because I'm doing it full time, believe it or not. But I just think it's totally freaking crazy that, you know, I have to use integrated graphics. Why? Because the integrated graphics beat half of their old cards. Now, I want you all to think about that really carefully. If I'm using integrated graphics to do all what I do here, what do you think those older cards are going to do me? I mean, if I get an iGPU that's doing better than the older graphics cards, what am I going to stick with? The iGPU. I mean, it's common sense. I mean, I don't want a 550 because to me they're junk. You know, a 6750 XT would be perfect for what I was doing. Maybe. But, you know, everybody still tells me, you know, that AMD hasn't caught on to the creator side of things. That basically NVIDIA has, but AMD hasn't gotten there yet. So AMD, you need to get there with your creators. That should be your key focus. You focused on your gamers. Now you need to focus on making better with the creation side of it. I know y'all are going to give me flack about that in the comments below. I expect it. You know, you can voice your opinion. I'm not going to, you know, say anything negative about it. You know, it's your opinion, and you know, I value everybody's opinion. When it comes to, you know, you commenting and you subscribing to the channel and everything else, I value your opinion, believe it or not. You could probably tell me things I don't even know. Who knows? You know, there's always things that can be brought up and ideas and everything else, and I take all that into consideration. Y'all told me don't piss around with the 3050, go up to a 3070. I understand that, but it takes money. And the thing is I'm trying to build this channel up so that way I can start earning to put money into the channel so I can start buying equipment for the channel. But I'm still behind the 8 ball with YouTube because they want, in order to monetize, you have to be with 1,000 subscribers or you have to have 4,000 watch hours. You know, you have to have those two right there in line. I have everything else. Everything else has been completed, and I already got check marks on it. It's just those two things are the last two things I need to do. I need subscribers. I know that sounds crazy, but you know, I do what I do. Trying to get everybody to subscribe to the channel. I'm not a bad guy, you know. You got to figure that too. I'm going to be probably the most honest person you're going to find around these parts. I'm going to tell you, I try to do the best I can, you know, to somebody, you know, somebody told me one day, you know, you sound like you're retarded. I'm like, excuse me? At least I'm on there putting my face on there every day. You know, I ain't retarded. I'm just me. I'm a little slow because of medication, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? Let's just get to the fact. Okay, enough of me ranting. Let's get back to graphics card nightmares. They got this Dell AMD Fire Pro. I have a Fire Pro. It's sitting on the junk shelf over there. I had that card for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And guess what? Poof. It's a 1 gigabyte card. Just went up and poofed. Didn't even have the computer. It came up with the computer package. It only lasted 2 weeks. I had to go on Amazon and buy another cheap card in order to get my other computer up and running. And I've had that same card that I put in there. I had that in there for over 3 years. Now I went and did a bad thing, and I went and bought one of those cheap 730 GT 730s. You know, it's supposed to be 4 gigabytes, but they were selling it on Amazon. I thought it was a good deal, a 730. Oh, maybe it'll be a really good one. Turn around, it's only got, what they say, 90 cores. I paid $100 for 90 cores. I almost shot myself in the foot for spending $100 on 90 cores. I will never ever do that again. Never. So if you put junk on Amazon, I'm going to see it, and I'm going to tell you it's going to be on Graphics Card Nightmares. So you better not be selling junk. I'm going to be watching you. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I know this is going to be like a little long-winded video, but, you know, I want y'all to understand. These are today's prices. Right now, January the 14th, these are the prices today. I want you to get that clear and understand that very well. Okay? These are not yesterday's prices. These are today's prices. And every time I do these videos, I go back and I look at the videos to see what kind of prices were back then and weigh it out and see what they are now. That's the reason why these videos are being made. And I'm going through with y'all very carefully, slow enough to show you what's going on and what you're seeing. Look, 6400. Okay, you know what? It's PCI Express 4.0 X4. You know, the 6400 is the ITX 4 gigabytes. GDDR6, kinda. It's a 64-bit card. You know, they should have been smart about it and made that card at least 128-bit. Just to first say to y'all, they should have made it 128-bit for $149. Then I would have bought it. You know, believe it or not, I don't think 702 cores is really going to do much for me. But anyway, I'm looking for something that's over 2,000 cores. And I'm not buying a 588 gigabyte, because those are about to go extinct in the next 2 months. So there's no way I'm going to buy a 588 gigabyte that's going to be going end of life in 2 months. Just like with the 3070, the 3080, and 3090, and all the factors that go above it, in the 30 series, those are going to be end of life. I heard another reviewer talking about it, saying these are going to be end of life real soon. So as soon as they sell out, they're not going to be making much drivers for them anymore. So do be aware that the driver craze, the nvidia making new drivers for the 30 series, that could come to an end after this year. Just keep that in mind. So when you go to buy a graphics card and it's not in 40 series, you might not be able to get drivers for them anymore. They might be end of life and you get the last driver that was made, and that'll be it. Kind of sucks for gaming, just to let you know. It really sucks for gaming. So getting back onto this after another rant, I don't know where these rants are coming from, but they're coming from somewhere. Look at this, 6600 XT. Okay, now a month ago, the 6600 XT they had on the shelf in Best Buy for $239. Now look at this price. And it was MSI too. And now look at it, $449 right here in Newegg. Rip-off deal. I mean, 3080, almost $900. I mean, they're trying to soak it for everything they can, and they don't realize that the customer is getting pissed off. Look at this. Look at this. $899 for a 4070 Ti, and you go over here, and you look at a 3080 for $892. Come on. What are you going to buy? What are you going to buy for $7 more? Y'all think about this. What are you going to buy for $7 more? I mean, isn't that kind of obvious? For $7 more? I mean, oh my God. This is just crazy. That's like nvidia putting new labels on Quattros and telling y'all it's the greatest, newest card in the world, and you buying a $16 card for $1,000. Are you freaking nuts? I mean, let's get real about it. I mean, look at this, 6500 XT. It's not worth it. I mean, I bought the card. I tried it out. It was junk. I took it back. It didn't work out for me. So, do yourself a favor. Don't buy this card. Don't buy this card at all. It's not worth it. Because it only gives you 4 lanes. That's why. You need all 16 lanes in order to have something good. But, moving on down the road. Y'all can see these prices. Now we're going to flip over. And we're just going to go to eBay. Okay, really quick. And then I'm going to sum it up really quick after eBay. Search the store by categories of computers and tablets. And now let's find graphics cards. Okay, so now let's go down the lane of eBay. I know I do this every graphics card nightmare. I'm going to have to do it just to get it out in the open. So, ASRock's got a 5700 XT used for $199, but don't get sideswiped by the shipping. They want $25 in shipping. They got this one right here for $199 and $17 in shipping. They can't use their common sense. They want you to pay for the card and the shipping. Oh, shit. I mean, I'd rather just go to the store and buy one and see if the better deal is. Then they have to wait 3 to 5 days for the card, and you know what? By then, you'll be so burned out wanting to get the card, it's just like it's driving you crazy. It's just like this one right here. Look, they put down there benefits charity. Okay, well, let me make you something clear here. Why didn't you put on there bid? Why didn't you make it a bidding card if it's for charity? If you're going to sell something for charity, put a bid on it. Don't put it out there and say 165 or best offer, because then that means that bidding for that benefit charity doesn't mean it's only your charity, and it doesn't mean it goes to a charity. So get it right and don't get screwed on this deal. You know, they got one right here, $200 or best offer, free shipping. That sounds like it's more secure to me. And it looks like it does come in a box, 100% on the seller, and it's a 5700 XT, 8GB OC. ASRock, Phantom, Gaming D. Might be a good card, you never know. Might be a good card. They got this one you got to bid on, which I don't really get into the bidding, because it's like a waste of my time. $300. And then they put last one, 251 sold. Okay, you sold it for $300, then you can keep it for $300, because I wouldn't pay $300 for that card. No way, nowhere, no when, and no how. I would not pay it for used price or any price. So that's way too rich for my blood. This is not too bad, $189.95, but still the card's an older card. $580 I would not buy, because it's nothing but a headache. $590 Phantom, and they're bidding on it. Not my class. 5700, 220, 295 for 6700 XT. You know, I'm gonna think about that one. It's only $95 more, but that's still $95 over what I really wanted to spend. I did not want to spend over $200. I mean, and I don't want to bid on anything because it's a waste of money. Because by the time you try to get to that card and you get to that last day, that last minute, that last second, somebody drops a bid in there over yours by $5. And you're like, oh my God. And now I got to go back and bid. Too late. They bid it at the last minute. Boom. Took it right from underneath you. That's the reason why I don't do that bidding anymore. It's just a waste of time, waste of money. It's like if I want to go to the horse races, I'm going to go and bid. You know, if they want me to buy a card like this, then they're going to sell the card to me for $175, and then they can add the shipping in and make it $199. So I could buy that for that, but you know, there's always going to be something better out there. So it's always good to keep looking until you find what you want. Make sure you go through all the listings before you decide to buy. Take and turn around, check off on a piece of paper, you know, the graphics card, and you know, blah blah. Save it off to the side. Always have a good look. You know, always go and check everything before you buy anything. Always have a good check before you buy something. You know, I mean, 2 days left, and they want $32.25 in shipping, and that's the reason why it's still sitting at zero bidders. And see this very carefully: zero bidders, 2 days left, and it's still sitting at, they want $170 instead of putting a zero bid on it. They want it to start off at $170, and then they want you to pay shipping. That's almost $200 for a 3060. That's not in a box. Then if you look at the picture very carefully, guess what? You're going to get screwed. So watch that very carefully. I mean, look at this, $580, $90. Why am I going to pay $110 for something that's too old to be worried about? You know, I mean, really? They're trying to push these China 580s like crazy, knowing that they're only paying $35 from China if they buy 100 of them. They're only paying about $35 for each one of them. Okay, they bring them, they get them over here, and then they turn around and they upsell them for 3 times what their price is. You can go to China all day long and get these for 35, 40 bucks. Go to AliExpress if you want to buy a China-made card. You know, I mean, really? I mean, it's I know it sounds like I'm probably pissing and whining, but you know the thing is this: I'm not pissing and whining. I'm actually being honest with you all about this. This is the ridiculousness that you go through trying to buy a graphics card. I mean, you have to. That's the reason why I make this video every week, is to show you guys the ridiculousness of prices. I mean, 5700 XT Tashi. Everybody knows the Tashi sucks, so they don't even want to go get it. Not at 225, and I wouldn't even bid on this one. This one I wouldn't bid on because the starting off bid's $203. You know, I mean, 200 bucks for a 5700 XT? Those cards are not even worth $139. A 3070, if they brought a 3070 down to 200 bucks for the win ultra, they brought this card down to 200 bucks out the door, I would buy it. You know, if they want to see this video and they want to email me, I got my email right on my main page. You go to the About section, my email's right there. You can email me if you want to sell that card for 200 bucks. It better be working too, because if it ain't working, I ain't buying it. Just ranting and raving, letting you know. Look, I do want things to put on this channel, but I'm not going to spend an arm and a leg to get something that doesn't work. That would not be fair to the viewers that view my videos every day. So understand that very carefully. If you're gonna, you know, send me something, then email me. We'll talk about it and we'll go from there. You know, because I want to know if it's working or not working, because I don't want to get something here and it's not working. I don't want to get something and plug it into my system and it blows it up. So I want to be very careful when it comes to that. But anyway, moving on down the road. You know what? We looked through Amazon. We looked through Newegg, Amazon. We looked through eBay. This gives you an idea. I'm just going to conclude it right here. Okay. Straight up and be honest with you. Which I'm honest with you anyway, so. When it comes to graphics cards, there's many out there. Remember, eBay is, they say new sometimes. You got to consider everything that's on eBay is used. Not brand new. So you take a risk when you buy it. Now, if you get a warranty with like Newegg or Amazon and you get a 2-year warranty with them and a 2-year manufacturer warranty, that's 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. You get 4 years worth of warranty, which I have on my system. I got 2 years manufacturer and I got 2 years with Amazon. 4 years. So I got 4 years. Anything that screws up on my system, any one of the parts, I can send it back to Amazon and say, give me a replacement. They can replace it. And if they don't have them anymore, then they can send me the next best thing. And that's the drill. So that's a part of the warranty they have to cover. That's the contract they sign with you when they tell you you got a 4-year warranty. 2 with the manufacturer and 2 with them. So that is a good deal to me. That I felt was a great deal. I mean, that's the best $10 I ever spent on a warranty. Got to figure that. But anyway, we're down on time. This video is like 40, maybe 50 minutes long. And I do apologize it's such a long video, but I had to get out what's on my chest. And you know, I have a lot of things on my chest about this because these manufacturers, they just don't care. They're not caring about the customers. I mean, they're thinking of themselves. You know, I can understand they're trying to make money, okay? But you got to spend money to make money. Okay, and especially if you're bringing out a new line product, you got to spend a little to get a little bit more. And this new line is the 40 series line for nvidia and the 7000 series for AMD. You guys are going to build a whole series. That's a lot of money you're going to be making off that whole series. So bringing down the price a little bit and showing the customers that, you know, you're willing to bend with the price instead of jacking the price to the moon and making a little bit of money on a little bit of product, because that's what you're doing right now. You're not making a whole lot of money. You're making a little bit of money on a little bit of product instead of making a whole crap load of money off of lower priced products and making them the best of the best. Just think about it. But anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure you like the video, you subscribe. That's a good thing too. And if you're watching it, just subscribe. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. I don't have any hidden events, or, you know, I don't have any hidden agenda. I don't have what do you call it? That other thing. I don't have, on this channel, I don't have any special private channel to this channel or nothing. Any videos I make, you see them right here on this channel. So all my videos are made here. There's no videos made anywhere else but here on this channel. I don't have no hidden agenda there. I don't use it I don't use Instagram for hidden agenda. I do use Facebook. I use Twitter. I have a Twitter. It's the same thing you see on the screen, at JJ's PC Builds. Instead of take the little marks out of there. It's kind of compact all into one big word. But anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. We're getting up there slowly, but hopefully we can get to, at least by the end of this year, 10,000 subscribers. That's what I'm hoping for. 10,000 subscribers at the end of this year. Maybe sooner, but let's hope we can get there sooner than later so we can get the channel up and rolling, so we can get it monetized. I can start buying computer equipment for the channel so I can show you guys that it's being made, start doing builds and stuff like that. It would be appreciated. Just subscribe and watch the videos. But anyway, until the next time in the next video, this is JJ, your boy. We will see you on the next one.